Hey guys, welcome back to the Community Cares Podcast. I'm Dave. I'm the Executive Director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I'm Chaplain Chaz Blackburn, and I have the honor of being the president of Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. And today we have one of my friends on, and I'm so excited, so I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi everybody, my name is Mara Langer, and I am the Director of Community Engagement here in Northern Nevada for a statewide organization titled Jewish Nevada. We are the Federation of Nevada. And thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're so excited. And I totally just hit the mic, and I never do that, so sorry.
Terrible. What are you doing over there, man?
That always makes you nervous because you're such a perfectionist.
And I'm like, don't touch my mics. So yeah, this is the Community Cares Podcast. Thank you so much, Mara, for being on here. We really appreciate it. What we do here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is we give away clothes free to those in need. If this is your first time and you're like, oh, is it just on Facebook? No, we're also on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all over the place. You just type in Community Cares Podcast, and we're the first thing that pops up because of listeners like you. So thank you guys so much for supporting and being a part of this journey with Chaz and I for the last, over a year now.
That's right. This is this will be number 54 or 55, right?
This will be 55, yeah. I believe it's 55.
That's awesome. Well, it's been a lot of fun. So when we initially started, Dave said, I'm thinking we should do a podcast. And I was really excited. I was like, oh, okay, what do you think of once a month? He's like, every week.
Oh.
I was like, wow, that's a big commitment. But it's been so good. And I'm glad we do it on Mondays because I always look forward to it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really, it builds that community support in those conversations. And at first, the original idea for the model was just to highlight a community resource and just talk about it without the person here because people are busy, and it turns out a lot of people wanted to be on the show. So almost every single week we've had someone on the show with us. So thank you for being here.
Absolutely. I'm glad to be here.
It's always good to have people on too because we always learn something new. And there's always information that we never even realized when we work in this field.
I know.
So it's really a great thing, and we're stronger united. And just the fruit from the relationships of bringing people on, and now we're working with certain partners. It's been awesome.
Yeah, it's great. No, go
I was
ahead.
just going to say, I think that's the most amazing and beautiful thing about the Northern Nevada community and Washoe County, if I can, expand it out a little bit, is the breadth and depth of nonprofits that we have, and not the duplicity of it, because a lot of them aren't duplicates, but that there's this there's this synergy of the nonprofits that want to work together. And I know from my own experience that funders are always looking for partnerships and people showing that they have those type of relationships. And so I'm always amazed at what's out there and how everybody can help everybody and create those partnerships and make it even a better place than it was the day before.
Right. Collaboration's key. One of our friends, Christopher Dare, was on a few months, about a year ago now almost, because he was one of our first guests. But he was saying, he sat on a board and talked about how they did a bunch of research for the CARES campus and all sorts of stuff, and they realized the majority of the funding and resources is already here.
Yeah.
It's already here. But the reality is nonprofits and other organizations don't want to collaborate and work together, or they forget to work together.
Or as much. But compared to other places, there's a lot of great people.
I think it's more prevalent here than in other places, definitely.
But we can always expand on that and continue to get better at it. But I think you're right. It's so important for all of us to work together, and it serves the people that we serve a lot better to have that full wraparound service and everybody working together.
Yeah, working together is huge, and it has to be huge, and it has to be a priority, because if we don't work together, then we're just, I think, doing a disservice to the community. Absolutely. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because when we have our own little silos, let's say Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet only works with certain organizations like Eddie House and Bristlecone, just because we have the micro closets with them. Well, if we're creating that silo, then what we're doing is we're alienating all sorts of different nonprofits that might want to work with us or may need help, and we can provide that help in a way, or vice versa, right? And that really, just like the tagline that we talk about, that Chaz forces me to talk about, be the change you want to see in the world. And it really is really, really important to be that change and to create that unity with each other.
And we'll talk about your organization later, but you're a great example of that. You guys
Thank you.
are.
I
so.
appreciate that.
I did want to give Elliot a shout out, and he's the board chairman.
No, so Elliot Mallon, that's who the shout out's for. Elliot sits on many different boards. If you know Elliot, you know that. And he is a board member of Jewish Nevada, but he's also a board member of ADL, the Anti-Defamation League. And he's currently the chair person of the Governor's Advisory Council on the Education Relating to the Holocaust that we sit on together.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Elliot's a great guy. We've had some great discussions about different legislation that is looking to be passed and different things. So thank you for all you do, Elliot. And we're excited
And
to
you should have him
Mara
on.
We should. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're booked out now through October, though. And we've got to do a bunch of pre-recorded episodes because my wife is going to have a baby soon.
I'll hold baby Stevie.
You'll hold baby Stevie. Yeah, no, unless, I mean, you could probably do it by yourself. No, not with all the technical.
I'm a full-time single dad.
You got this. Yeah, no, it's great to see the community coming together and working together even more. As you may have seen recently, it's gotten a lot of traction. We officially had the ribbon cutting for Eddie House, and it's been all over on different stations and stuff, and I've actually been, I didn't even see it, and our volunteers came up to me, Dave, you had problems with the scissors, you couldn't cut the ribbon. I'm like, oh.
I love that so much.
Oh no.
That's great.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was embarrassing.
But shout out to Trevor. I know Trevor's given you a lot of good guidance and
Yeah.
our organization, and he's a great guy. And the entire team there, they're doing great things. So
Yeah, they're doing a great things for sure, and it's great to be able to partner with like-minded organization. When we had that tour with Lisa over there, how it ended with that wall that just says collaboration.
Yes, I love that.
And I love how that is a central point for the organization, because that's the heartbeat that Chaz and I talk about all the time here at Good Shepherd, is how can we collaborate? How can we not only just collaborate, not spread ourselves too thin, but collaborate in ways that we make each other stronger, right?
No, that's very important.
So we got 3 awesome events. So the first one is going to be the Great Reno Balloon Race, which is September 6th through September 8th. And if you haven't gone, you have to go. It's so much fun to see all the different balloons.
When my wife and I were dating,
Star Wars balloons, your favorite, right?
I love the Star Wars thing, absolutely. But when my wife and I were dating, I took her one time, and I thought she knew what the balloon races was. I was like, oh, let's go over there. She's like, oh, okay. And she's like, that early? I'm like, yeah, we gotta go see the Dawn Patrol.
Yep.
And she's like, oh, she had no clue, and she was born and raised here. She lived in South Reno,
Oh, wow.
and so we went down, and she's like, oh my gosh, they do this every year. And it's like that experience, if you've never gone,
You have to go.
that experience of all those balloons around you during the mass ascension and the Dawn Patrol and smelling that morning air. And it really, for me, signifies the beginning of fall in a lot of ways.
Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah.
Because it's a very fall feeling thing. And normally it's still warm enough, and then in the afternoon it's hot.
Yeah.
But it really, you do feel that nice crisp, warmth in the air.
Yeah.
And then going to go get breakfast afterward,
Yep.
and having fun with friends and family is always a fun time. And guess what? It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
And it remains free because of sponsors and donors and all sorts of people that believe in that, making Reno a fun, interesting place for people to come to. And it's huge. It's one of the hugest in the countries, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So it's amazing. I'm gonna miss the air races, but I'm glad we still have the Great Reno Balloon Race. So
Yeah, it's incredible. We moved from out of town, and our kids were teenagers when we moved here, and that was one of the first events
Was
that
it?
we went
No
to.
way.
Yeah.
Awesome. You're like, this
Yeah,
place is going to
this
be
is-
just fine.
This is perfect. And
what a great introduction.
But we went to Dawn Patrol, we went to the Ascension and Dawn Patrol, but that year it was actually really windy and a little bit overcast, and so they had to cancel Dawn Patrol.
Oh no.
So we were all disappointed, but it was an experience, right? Like
Yeah.
that's part of the experience. And then the next year we went back and we got to see it, and it's just an incredible, again, collaboration and community building and
Yes.
feeling that you're part of something that Reno does so well
Right.
is incredible.
Well, and there are so many events around here. There's so many things to do. I mean, we just talked about all the different events last month, and all the Hot Dogs Nights, and then the month before that, all the Art Town stuff, and then just month after month after month, there's always something to do in the city. There really is. And it's good because the city is an island. Reno Sparks area is an island. There's not a lot around us. There's not a big city to just go to. The closest big city is really Sacramento. So if you want to go and be adventurous, you have to drive 3 or 4
But we're the
hours.
biggest little city.
That's right.
That's right.
We have it all here.
We do.
We do.
That's why, yeah.
Oh, and it's huge. I love the food culture and everything. But it's events like the Great Reno Balloon Races that, or Great Reno Balloon Race that really helps us get on the map as a city.
Absolutely.
Friends out of town, if the balloon races is happening, I take them to that. I say, no, we're going.
Yeah.
But I'm on vacation. It's 5 a.m. You're going to love it.
You can sleep in the afternoon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man, so yeah, that's a great event. Definitely be there. I'm not sure. I don't think Dawn Patrol's every single day. I think one of the days they don't do it. I think it's Sunday is the day they don't do it. But after that, I didn't put this on there, but there is the camel races in Virginia City, and they always mention it at the balloon races because you can go right up there right afterwards. So it's a lot of fun.
They have ostriches too, right?
Yeah, they have ostrich race and everything.
Wait, isn't it the porta potty ostrich race or something?
Oh, that's a different one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a different day, but that's funny too.
Yeah.
I can't remember why. I think they outlawed. The history behind that one is, and it's been around forever,
Yeah.
because they outlawed not porta potties,
They're
but outhouses.
houses.
Outhouses. So they're like, all right, we're gonna do a race with that.
That's funny.
Virginia City. What an interesting place. We have the Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival up there and everything. That's in March, though. That's a little bit away. Always fun things to do. The next event we want to highlight is one near and dear to our hearts on September 11th.
So it's the third annual Believe event by Circle Life Hospice, and the first year that we actually started this event, we announced the commencement of the Nevada's first and only social model hospice house. Last year, we were telling the community it's almost going to be open, and this year we get to announce that it's finally open, which we're so excited. It's been a huge deal for the community, and so thank you all for coming together and for your support. But the Believe event is more than that. It's actually a candle lighting remembrance ceremony. It's one of those most unique things because we get people from all walks of life with any kind of loss you could imagine. A loved one who unfortunately completed suicide or overdosed or died with health complications or a car accident. Children, we have face painting and plastic axe throwing. And so we honor their loved ones and our loved ones. We have picture boards. We encourage you to bring a picture that you're willing to leave. We bring them back every year. This year we're going to have a full color guard by VVA. We're going to have the national anthem and an opera singer. We have Dave over here who's going to play a little guitar. But it's really just a great time to get the community together to just honor our loved ones and be unified. Regardless of our differences, we're all on that journey of grief if we've lost somebody. So we have resources, which is really important so that you can have additional support if you need that. But please come out. It's a free event. And I know Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet's a part of it. So thank you, Dave.
Well, thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. It's such a big event and it's so important to the community. We talked about this a few weeks ago, but just that idea that the community can come together and grieve, even if it's a year ago, if it's a month ago, if it's 10 years ago. The grieving process is everyone's own on everyone's own time.
Yeah, we never move on, we move forward.
And that's huge. And so to be able to offer this to the community in a way that just serves the community is beautiful that you guys at COL are doing that.
Yeah, it was funny because actually the first year we did it, we were talking to Molly Rose about it. She was really excited because some of her friends wanted to do something similar. And I think it was San Francisco, but she was a big part of that first one. So we're just really excited. It's going to be a great time. So please come out. That's going to be from 6 to 8. And this year it's on September 11th. So we're honoring fallen first responders, fallen veterans, and fallen anybody in the community. And we hope that you guys can make it.
I think that's cool that you guys are doing it on September.
Oh, and one more thing, yes, because I'm on the state task force for Suicide Prevention Month for September. So Emma White's going to be there and say a few words, and we're going to honor it being September as well, and Suicide Awareness Month. So it's really exciting. A lot of great people together.
I think that's amazing. Yeah, I almost started tearing up because the grieving process is so individual and so unique to each of us, and yet we all need community around us in order to move through that grieving process. So what a beautiful gift to be able to come out and be able to experience that.
And to know we're not alone, right?
Right,
And there's
yeah.
so much power in our stories, and we're not crazy. Like we're grieving. You know, it's okay to not
And
be
it's a
okay.
process.
It is a process,
Yeah.
and there's no 5 stages of grief. As a bereavement chaplain, I always get in trouble for this, but that was actually created for hospice patients.
Oh, okay.
But it's BS. There's
Ready to
unlimited amounts of stages for everybody's different.
Bologna
So,
sandwiches?
bologna sandwiches.
Okay, all right, just checking. This is a family show, sir.
Oh, I know. As I'm looking at a picture of your baby.
I know. So yeah, Mara, you have an event you'd like to share with us.
I would, thank you.
Yeah.
And again, thank you for having me on the podcast. I'm so excited to be here. So just to tell you a little bit about Jewish Nevada. Jewish Nevada is the statewide federation for Nevada. Our main office is down in Las Vegas, and almost 90% of our statewide Jewish population lives in Las Vegas. So
Wow.
we have about 5 to 10% that live here and throughout the rural communities. And we opened our Northern Nevada office 3.5 years ago. I'm the director. I work with a program coordinator, and her name is Johanna Gruen. And then we have a director of student life, or a Hillel director on the UNR campus. His name's Matt Levin. So the three of us really create the Jewish community of Northern Nevada. And we have a lot of different programs that we do. We do a heritage night at the Reno Aces, where you can get some really cool Hebrew swag.
Oh, cool.
And everyone's invited. First of all, I want to say everything that we do is for everybody. So, you know, however you identify as Jewish is how you identify as Jewish. And we love the friends of as well. And so, you know, we're a very welcoming and inclusive community and organization. Whoa.
I just wanted to say that.
Oh, well,
I moved.
You did.
She do,
I
it
moved-
does weird
It's okay.
things.
So we. How
That-
about
that is
see this?
not-
Check this out. We love our Jewish partners.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not pop up.
No, it's
That was a weird.
it's like AI.
Not me. Not me.
No.
Is somebody actually listening?
But I did want to say that I've gone to a few events and been honored to, and you guys are always very welcoming from Jewish Nevada, and I think it's really important. I know you're going to talk about different programs that you guys do, like awareness about the Holocaust. You know, we have to remember those things, as uncomfortable as they are, because we don't want history to repeat itself for any demographic.
Absolutely, I agree. So our task with Jewish Nevada is to continue the vitality and continuity of Jewish life here in Northern Nevada, or excuse me, in Nevada as a whole. My job is Northern Nevada, but in Nevada as a whole,
Yeah.
as well as in Israel and throughout the world. And so we do that through many different ways. There's been an emergency campaign for Israel specific during the last year that we raised money for. We raised money for those who are in need here locally. We have scholarships, we have allocations, and different opportunities. And we also actually, you know what, we have something that's called a Hebrew free loan, which is part of our organization. And again, however you identify as Jewish, you apply. It's up to $750, and you just have to show that you have a guarantor and an ability to make payments on it, but they're interest-free loans.
Wow. That's
Wow.
So you can find out more on our website. It's jewishnevada.org. Or you can reach out to me and I can point you in the right direction. But yeah, we have lots of resources.
Yeah.
And we most of my job is fundraising. And we actually had our big call-a-thon yesterday, our summer call-a-thon, and it was a huge success. So if anybody
Great.
out there was there or heard about it or contributed, thank you, thank you, thank you. We can't do our work without you.
So how many calls did you make?
How many calls did I? Okay, so overall, I think we made over 15,000 calls.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's
Dave?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Can't do it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, that's not in Northern Nevada, that's like
That's amazing,
statewide, but
though.
yeah.
That's really neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I am here today because I want to tell you about a really amazing program that's also 3 years old. We started it in 2021, and it's called Milk and Honey. You might have heard about it already and
I didn't realize you
attended.
guys were that young as an organization in Northern Nevada.
Yeah, see the stuff I've
This is-
done?
wow,
I
that's,
know.
that was very impressive. Mara.
I get sandwiches done.
Yes, you do. That's amazing.
So we started in 2021 with the vision of my council, which is a group of people that help me be creative in what we do and implement it. It can't do the job without them either. Our volunteers are so important. Talk about community and collaboration.
Absolutely.
Volunteers are priceless. I actually just saw, sorry to deviate, but I saw this quote the other day that said, volunteers don't get paid because they're priceless.
Oh, I like
So
that.
I really,
That's a good
yeah,
one.
I like that a lot. And I think I know Chaplain and Dave, you do the same thing. Like we volunteer so much of our time as well, right? And not only to our own causes, but to other causes that we believe in and sit on. And it's that walk the walk and talk the talk. Like
Yes.
for our fundraiser yesterday, our CEO tasked us with identifying to our volunteers and donors, why do we get, because we have to give to Jewish Nevada as well, right? Like we have, it's important for, now I have my thumb again.
What is going on? That is so strange.
It's something in my hand movements. See, I don't know. I'm gonna sit
There,
on my
we got
hands.
a thumbs up. That's
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit on. I talk with my hands a lot, so I'm just gonna sit on my hands. All right.
she was giving
does
thumbs
not
down
like-
for my jacket. That's what it was. No,
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
oh, she doesn't like your mustache, Dave.
I don't know. Sorry.
didn't
I'm
try
gonna,
it. You're
I'm
fine.
gonna
It's-
sit on my
it's all
hands
good.
and make
No.
it stop. So we had to say why do we give?
Yeah.
And in Hebrew, there's a term, lador vador, from generation to generation. And that's why I give, because I want to make sure that the next generation has the same, if not more, abilities and opportunities than this generation does. And I am so grateful every day that I wake up, that I have my job, that I have a roof over my head and food on the table and all that. And I want to be able to pass that on. In addition, I want my children to see that I actually walk my talk, and that, you know, I display a environment of giving, whether it's my time or my money or whatever it might be. So that's why I give. Okay, back to Milk and Honey. Sorry, I diverted. I have so much to share.
It's great.
But it's a free event. It's down at McKinley Arts and Culture. It's on September 15th this year from 12 to 3 p.m. And our goal is to create an inclusive and inviting, festive opportunity for people to come out to learn more about the Jewish life and community and have fun. We're going to have a kids zone where we actually have some Israeli teens coming in from Israel to help us do programming. That's going to be great.
really
And then we are bringing in a klezmer band. So if you don't know klezmer music, it's not, I don't want to say ethnic, but it's a Jewish music.
Yeah.
Actually, I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, please. I went to the where the movie about the Jewish temple was talking about, and I think that there was some of that music playing it was at the Art Center.
It could be. Yeah,
Yeah, I
klezmer
think-
music is an Eastern European music, and
I think
it
they had some in that documentary. It was
Yeah.
really, really different, neat.
yeah. In this particular klezmer band, they actually, I know now he's looking at my hands like, don't do that,
No,
because I moved my hand.
No, you're good. You're good.
That the klezmer band we're bringing in, it's called San Francisco or SF Yiddish Combo, San Francisco Yiddish Combo, and they are so cool. When I went to go see them the last time, they were playing here locally, and they for percussion they used a typewriter.
Whoa.
Like, this guy played part of his music on a typewriter. It was
That's
really
cool.
creative.
Cool, very creative.
Yeah.
They're just fun, so I can't wait to have them here. And then we're partnering with Ryan Goldhammer. Shout out to Ryan and Noble Pie, and he's bringing in our food and
Awesome.
yeah, food and snacks. So that's great. I do want to mention that there will be security on site. Security is really important to us, and we'll have RPD there. In addition to RPD being there, we also invited the Sheriff's Department, UNRPD, and Sparks PD to have booths there so
Yeah.
that they can do that. Yeah.
It's great.
Some of the other nonprofits we have are Bees for Vets. Do you guys
That's
know?
awesome.
that?
I do.
Yeah.
My friend Lisa Mays, Chaplain Lisa Mays, is a part of that.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful organization.
I can't wait to have them there. And then Help Save the Bees, because it's called Milk and Honey, that we wanted, it's kind of a bee theme.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
honey theme. So we have some honey vendors. And if you don't know, Israel is actually known as the land of milk and honey,
Yep.
and for its fruitfulness. And so that's why we call it that.
It's great.
We're bringing back a raffle this year, so there'll be an opportunity to pre-register to get free raffle tickets and then raffle tickets on site. And I'm not going to tell you what our prizes are because you have to come out.
You have
and
to come
see
out.
it,
That's right.
right? Like,
Yes.
I
Are
gotta-
they cool? I mean,
Of course, they're cool,
all right.
and they're a lot of them are local opportunities. How about that? I'm
oh,
keeping
there
it
we
lo-
go.
I'm
There we go.
keeping it
Yeah, you
local.
gotta give a little bit of drip. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
you gotta
Did
drip
you
it.
guys originally, the first one you had Jewish food, and then there was a health department thing, right?
So no, this is so.
Well, I'm not sure because I wanted to go
no.
every single year, and
Yeah.
it's never happened. I'm really going to try
Yeah.
hard to make it this year. But the first year Andrea invited me,
Yeah.
there was something about Jewish food, and then
There
they
wasn't
couldn't do it
enough.
again.
There's never enough Jewish food because there's no kosher restaurants or kosher bakeries here.
It's true.
So that's the number one complaint is where's the Jewish food? Like I want a knish, I want
Yeah.
rugula, I want it too. Like, but we don't have that type of resource here.
Got it.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's not with everything's fine with the health department.
Oh, good,
Don't
good.
think about it.
No. Don't start rumors.
so
I'll see if you get a
last-
thumbs up on that one.
Last year, oh yeah, let's do a thumbs up on the food.
it is.
I don't know, man.
Now it's not doing it for us. All right.
So the first.
Oh, there we go.
What
That's
the?
really cool. Fireworks.
How did that happen?
That is the best.
So-
It's all about the food.
Yes.
To be honest, I have no clue why how it does that, and I don't know why. And one day, Chaz, we were in the podcast. He, all right, we love you guys, and he did the little heart, and it did the heart thing, and
Every
we were
time
like,
now, yeah.
what happened?
Now it's just kind of fun to try to make it happen
I don't know. Yeah, and I don't want to research it. It's kind of fun, just
It
you
is.
know.
because it's so
Yeah.
impromptu.
Well, that's good though. Noble
So
pie
my-
pizza is awesome. so-
Right. So last
be
year
good.
we did have Mediterranean food, and she sold out.
Okay.
Which is awesome.
Wow.
But so I reached out to Ryan, and he was really gracious and said that he would help bring his flavor
Awesome.
to the event, and
That's cool.
And so we're excited to have them on
It'd be
board.
wonderful.
I might try to get there too.
Yeah.
Don't try.
I know.
Uh-oh.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
You know, Mara came to our fundraiser.
I know.
Yeah,
So-
come
Did you
on.
like it?
And I paid for raffle tickets.
Yes,
You
You did.
did. Yes, I know.
Did you get anything?
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't win that day, but it's okay. Yes, I had an amazing time. It was a
you
wonderful
like it? All right.
event. A wonderful event. Yes.
We've got some requests to do it again next year, so we're definitely gonna do it again. But
Yeah.
maybe
And-
off camera, I'll ask you more questions.
Yeah, but what I do want to make a plug though that all of these nonprofits who do raffles, I know that we continually reach out to organizations and individuals to say, please, can you help us with a raffle item? And it's hard for us to do that. Believe me, it's hard. But without your help, we wouldn't be able to do the work that we do and raise the money that we do. So if you get a call from any of us, the three of us, or an email request, just know that we're asking you, and it's a sincere ask.
Oh yeah,
And we
yeah.
love you guys.
We love you. Yes.
No, honestly, the people listening to the show really have a heart for Good Shepherd and what's happening in the community, and that's why they listen to the show. And it's proof of that. That engagement that you talked about at the beginning, right? This area likes to be engaged, but and there are nonprofits that do like to work together, but then there's also ones that don't. And it's hard to balance that sometimes. Sometimes foundations that love to work together, and they don't. And I get it. Goals change. Whatever the organization is doing does change over time.
Yeah.
But I really believe always we are better together. We are stronger together. And it sounds so cheesy and cliche and
That's the
weird,
truth,
but it's the truth.
But it's not just in nonprofit. It's in life. I mean,
Yeah.
the better we work together, the more we achieve. So
And it's the easier thing to do
yeah,
is to stay at home, do nothing, not help anyone else, not go the extra mile. But the reality is, going the extra mile like you do is so important for movement. And movement is uncomfortable.
Well, but I actually thought you were going to say the easier thing is to collaborate than to not collaborate.
Maybe in the
right?
long
No,
run.
like-
It's not easy to collaborate, like, because you gotta think
but
about
it feels good.
It feels
feels
good.
good.
But to-
it's right and it's good and it feels good, but it's not easy. It is, at least for me. Maybe it is for you. It's natural and that's good. That's really good. We need more people like you in this world.
No, I'm just
but
saying the opposite of like fighting or not working together is so it's counterintuitive
It
to a
is,
magnet, right?
100%.
And that's where I'm saying it's harder
Right.
not to do that than
oh, as
collaborate.
organization,
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
as people or whatever. That it's so much easier to just come together than to not.
I mean, I think.
Well,
the-
you're
the
an
trick-
extrovert. You're an introvert, so.
I think that I mean, because there's all the sometimes like with collaboration. I mean, I'm so thankful for our partnerships at Eddie House and Bristlecone and the Circle of Life Guest House, and I'm so thankful for these partners for our micro closet expansion project. But there's paperwork, there's time, there's you got to sign off on this. Oh, can you change this? Oh, you know what? We didn't get our order right, you guys messed it up, or vice versa, right? And it's complicated, it's messy, but in the mess, in that dirt and the grime, that's where the beauty
Yep.
comes out of. It
Absolutely,
really is,
yeah.
and it's hard.
And ideas blossom.
It's like any relationship, you have to put work into it, you know?
Right. No, and collaboration brings ideas.
It
It does.
You need some water?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and thank you for being here and just sharing your heart and your mission. Do you want to share with us, maybe real quick? I know we're over a little bit, but
We have about 5 minutes.
why you're a part of Jewish Nevada?
Yeah, and anything else you want to plug? You got a lot of notes.
Anything?
I do. No, these were just so why I'm a part of Jewish. I think it comes back to why I give. I was a volunteer for a federation in another area for over 25 years, and when my family and I moved here to the Reno area, there was not an office of the federation, and I knew the important work that the federation does, and the importance of having a live person be a resource for the work that we do, as well as advocating for this area with Southern Nevada, right? I mean, it's a two-way street, because not only do I raise money for Jewish Nevada as a whole, which actually I do say all money raised here in Northern Nevada stays here in
That's
Northern
good.
Nevada.
Interesting.
The board has made that directive that all money stays here, which
Wow.
is a wonderful support.
I respect that a
That's
lot.
Yeah.
that's huge.
And I have to say I run a pretty good campaign here. All money stays here. And then the other is that I also communicate with Southern Nevada about the differences of this community versus Southern Nevada, and then how the needs are different, and how we look for support, or how we reach out for support, or whatever that might be, in all of our communications and marketing and resources.
Yeah.
And again, coming back to what we were talking about, like the people that I collaborate with here are different than what my coworkers collaborate with in Las Vegas.
Sure.
And I'm so proud of the collaborations we have here in Northern Nevada, including both of you and other organizations, because we need each other to be successful. I might have somebody who's towards their end of life, and I know how beautiful your program is. I might have people who might need clothing, and I can tell them you as a resource. And it's important to have those two-way communications.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I think sometimes it's getting better, but that's why nonprofits are so important, specifically in Northern Nevada. Is sometimes the majority of funding goes to the South, and there's a lot of resources in the South compared to the North, and so we have to bridge some of those gaps as nonprofits. So I'm so glad you guys have a presence here for the Jewish community, because it's important that we feel embraced and have that support system in place.
I agree. I have a little tidbit fact that actually one of our board chairs down in Las Vegas told me when I first came on board, and that is that Las Vegas's population did not surpass Reno's population until 1968.
Wow.
So only 56 years ago, I won't tell you how I did that math so quickly, but only 56
That was pretty
years
impressive too.
That's great.
only 56 years ago did we
Crazy.
did Las Vegas become
Yeah.
more populated than this area.
Interesting.
And so I think we have to remember that and embrace the fact that we are also in a growth pattern, and,
Yes, we
and
are.
how do we make those accommodations for those who are coming here, and understanding the beauty of what it is to live in this area.
Absolutely. Do you have outreach in the rules as well?
Yes, which is Northern Nevada is me, and
Right.
Southern Nevada are my coworkers down in Southern Nevada. We do have some programs. We have a program that's called PJ Library. It's an amazing program. It's based off of Dolly Parton's literacy program, and
I've heard about that,
Yeah, it's in partnership with the Harold Greenspoon Foundation. So if you have kids 0 to 6, 6 months to 8, then you sign up for this program, and that you get one book free a month. And then when kids turn 8, then you transition from the PJ Library to PJ Our Way, and they get to pick one of 3 chapter books
Oh, nice.
until they're 12.
That's awesome.
So it's an amazing program, and we have several people out in the rurals that participate in that program. There's also a lot of smaller communities out in the rurals that create their own,
Sure.
what we call chavara, like groups of friends that
Yeah.
get together and do things. And so we're here to support them as well.
Awesome.
That's great. Yeah, no, we're looking at trying to figure out ways to collaborate with some of the rurals as well at Good Shepherd, and figure out how we can help them more. But I mean, in the end, it really just comes to support. So, are people supporting what you're doing? And that being said, how can people support you?
So you can support us. I'm stumbling because there's so many ways, right? Like, I don't want to say one specific
Sure.
way.
Yeah.
But to me, you can always make a donation. I love donations.
Absolutely.
And you can
Yeah.
go out to our website, again, jewishnevada.org, and up in the upper right-hand corner is Donate Now. But I think where I see success is in community building. And so come out to Milk and Honey, give me a call or an email and say, hi, let's have coffee. Let's build community, and let's create opportunities for our friends and loved ones to come together and
Yeah.
celebrate what it means to be part of a larger community.
That's
I'm
beautiful.
so impressed. You guys have only been around for 3.5 years.
No, we've been a lot longer than just
No,
here
but in Northern Nevada. That's impressive because
yeah.
you guys have such a strong presence. So you're doing a great job of getting
you.
the word out, which is great.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, thank you so much. And please support Jewish Nevada. Go to their event. It's going to be a great event, and it's important for us, the community that cares about these things, to support all these different nonprofits. Every single week we have a different nonprofit on, and we always say, donate financially, donate time, go support, because we are better together. It's not all about Good Shepherd. I know this is from Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, and Jazz and I are very heavily involved in Good Shepherd. But, I mean, there is definitely someone out there that I know Jewish Nevada will speak to their hearts.
Absolutely.
And that person, if you're watching, this is your call to action. Jump on that, seriously.
Join me.
Because it's important for us to have that calling towards that nonprofit that we believe in, right? I believe that. And if you want to find out more about Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, please visit getclothes.org. You can always visit there. You can donate. You can come volunteer here. We always need volunteers to help sorting with Robin in the back room. And then also, we always need clothing donations. We definitely need men's clothes almost all the time. A lot of men's jeans is the thing that's going out quite a bit right now. And we're serving, I mean, this last week, we served over 300 people, I think
It's
it was.
amazing.
That's crazy.
And our
If
numbers.
every week was like that, that would be 1,200 people a month from 700.
I know.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Our numbers are
And
rising.
when did you open?
So at this location, we've been here for 3 years, but
See?
our organization,
28
It's the
years
magic
old
three.
here.
the organization's been
The magic
around
three,
for
right.
28 years.
No, but
So
this location, I mean,
that's right.
that's incredible.
I've been executive director here for 2 years, and Chaz has been with us for a little under 2 years.
Yeah.
Because you came on pretty close.
Already,
to-
you're right. That's
Yeah.
almost 2 years.
I suckered you into it.
February. It was my honor. I laugh at that, but it was my honor. I also just want to give one more shout out.
Of course.
Another way that you can get involved if you can't give time, can't give money, just sharing these Facebook posts and these podcasts and different posts from Jewish Nevada. That awareness really drives and helps us build our causes. So that's a huge way that you can get involved as well.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching and listening.
Thank
We
you.
help over 700 people a month.
I love it.
How does that work?
I got it.
Oh my gosh. There's fireworks. All the listeners are like, why are they screaming in the mics?
I don't know, you must have a certain spot there in the middle.
We help over 700 people a month. We're asking you to come alongside and help one. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.